What do you mean by simplicity of a straight line? Straight line is supposed to be simple.
Yeah, actually on a car there is no straight line. All lines on a car are somehow curved.
Yeah.
But what I mean is that it's more like a philosophical idea, and just to say, I want things to be very clear, cars have a clear architecture, and be simple in a way that you don't have unnecessary kind of gimmicks and cosmetic lines on the car, but have a very clear kind of shape.
While during your talk, if you could, say a few things regarding how to cultivate creative mind. This is our initial statement, one of the 3 educational values we try to embed in various curriculum is creativity.
Yeah. Recently I talked about someone, about creativity, and I said creativity is something that you either have or not. You cannot learn creativity, but as you say, cultivate creativity is something else. That is, if you have a creative person and then try to, lead it into a certain way. Our designer's creativity is also cultivated by itself very fast by constraints that we get from cost side, from the technical side, from safety regulations, time regulations, ergonomics. So you have to, in a way, very creative, but on the other hand we are very restricted. But then again, to be restricted makes you creative, because sometimes if you get a lot of restrictions, you're trying to think of a way out.
I guess one important way of cultivating creativity or creative mind is to learn to be able to cross the boundaries. So in our business school we try to create an environment where our business students intermingle with students from other disciplines.
I think it's very, very important that people travel. For me also, every time I come to Korea here, I learn something. And I learn something new. And it's only a silly example, but we have a presentation, a very important one next week here for a new product. And first of all, the designer who actually made the model couldn't come. And I say, he needs to come, because he needs to see his model finished, and he needs to see the competing models being finished, to understand what is good about his model and what is good about the other models. And maybe if his model wins or loses in the final decision, when he is here, he will understand why, and then know better for the next time.
Designers of different cultural background, different nationality. We work with German designers, American designers, Korean ones. Do you see any major difference among them?
I do not care if it's a man or a woman, and I do not care if it's what country the designer comes from. For me, it's important as a good designer. But there is different cultural backgrounds, and for example, Korea has a very, very different history concerning industrialization and industrial products, and especially cars, compared to like Europe and America. People here in Korea, on the other hand,
more entrepreneurial.
maybe more, they are more entrepreneur, and maybe also the young people are more fresh, more eager
and fast decision making.
Very fast. That is true.
I guess
very fast.